Hi, my name is Siti Sarah binti Matzaki and my metric number is 2019269476. For today, our group will talk about how human activities impacts on marine ecosystem. Surface waters are home to tens of thousands of sea creatures across the globe. This ranges from the smallest microscopic algae to the biggest whale. They all have a place they call home. Unfortunately, these sea creatures are no longer safe in their homes. Human activities such as overfishing, oil spillage, plastic dumping, agriculture, and industrial waste, amongst other harmful practices, account for the death of trillions of marine life every year. What we fail to understand that these harmful practices are not only driving these sea creatures into extinction, but also pushing the balance in the ecosystem to the far end. One of the harmful practices humans get involved with and will affect marine life is excessive fishing. Fishing has got to be one of the oldest ways humans use the ocean. While this is a great opportunity for food and as means of earning a living, the untold effect of excessive fishing is so wrenching. Over the years, humans have exploited this means aggressively, resulting in the death of tons of fish in surface waters, besides reducing the fish population drastically. The equipment used modern-day fishing and some fishing techniques have been proven to have negative impact on other marine life. Don't get me wrong, I am not saying that humans should stop fishing, but we should all follow best fishing practices and make use of equipment that does not deplete the marine ecosystem. Number 2. Water pollution. Pollution accounts for the highest death toll in the marine ecosystem, from atmospheric waste to excessive nutrient and other land sources water pollution. Humans have caused an untold disaster in the marine ecosystem that will take several years to fix.
My name is and my matrix number is 2019411614. Okay, for the third of how human activities impact on marine life is oil spillage. Large-scale oil spills do not happen often, but when they do, the consequences are terrible. Crude oil spills may remain for years, drowning countless of sea animals during their stay. Oil spills can occur due to a variety of factors, including improper handling of oil pipes and tankers. A lot of oil enters the marine environment through everyday human activities, in addition to well sources of oil spills and slicks. For example, storm drains absorb a large amount of oil waste from the street and discharge it into the world seas. Natural spillage from petroleum regions can also cause spills. The type that drops a big volume of oil all at once is the most harmful, since it overwhelms the ocean's ability to digest it. These massive oil spills have a significant negative impact on marine life. Oil spills effectively kill plants and animals, which is one of the most direct ways in which disasters harm marine life. Land runoff is one of the most common sources of water pollution. When it rains, harmful chemicals on land, especially agriculture waste, wash into water bodies. As a result, extreme fertilizers, poisons, and other toxic substances are introduced that can restrict coral growth and reproduction, disturb general ecological function, and cause disease and mortality in important habitats. Many major coral reef ecosystem stresses, most importantly toxic pollutants and nutrients, are now widely acknowledged to originate from land-based sources. That is for number 3 and 4.
My name is Ayumi Marisa binti Muhammad. My metric number is 2019298526. Sewage originates primarily from domestic, commercial, and industrial sources. For years, dumping and sewage and surface water has caused several deaths in the marine ecosystem. Whether it gets there directly as seen when people dispose of wastes and surface, or indirectly through runoff, these harmful substances find their way into seas and oceans, accounting for the death of many sea creatures as it carries the polluted nitrogens and phosphorus, which contribute to algae blooms that clog the water and lead to reduced oxygen levels. I'm sure everyone is aware on how devastating plastic has impacted in water bodies. Plastic pollution has a direct and deadly effect on wildlife. How? As we can see, the vast majority of the waste enters the water from land. Extreme weathers and high winds bring it there, and pollution along coastline gets safely hauled out by the tides. The ocean is also the endpoint for thousands of rivers which carry tons of loose litter and waste from landfills, ultimately depositing it into the sea. Once in the ocean, the harsh condition and constant motion cause plastic to break down into particles of less than 5 mm in diameter called microplastic. Microplastic are tiny pieces of plastic which come from larger plastic that have degraded over time. Marine animals often eat microplastic because of their small size. Plastic contains toxic chemicals which can increase the chance of disease and affect reproduction. After ingesting, microplastics seal and other animals can suffer for months or even years before they die. With the deep seabed environment still largely unexplored, mining may lead to the loss of undiscovered species, making diversity offset impossible. Also, deep sea mining is still an experimental field that targets minerals such as copper, nickel, and cobalt, used for the production of technologies like wind turbines and hybrid cars. Mining may destroy deep sea habitats, eradicates rare and unique species, and introduce sediment, cloud, noise, toxic chemical, vibration, and other forms of pollution into Persian environment. If this happens, ecosystem and species recovery may take decades to centuries. So, in conclusion, marine life is drowning in pollution. They die in their numbers as the day goes by, thus depleting their population and upsetting the balance in the ecosystem will restore this balance. So, it clearly can be seen that saving the planet is no longer a job for the government alone. We ourselves play a big role to save Mother Earth and start green living. We do not have to put much pressure to ourselves for start. Maybe you and I can start it by demanding plastic-free alternatives. For example, maybe when we buy food, like using our own metal straw instead of using plastic straw. Easy, right? Remember, every effort matters. I guess that's all from us. Thank you.